Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Kxw Voltage. We start things off with a fresh face to Kxw. His name, Bald Larry. Mean and rugged from the streets of Yonkers, New York. Bald Larry looking to make an impact here in Kxw. We are 1 week removed from the amazing event New Year's Execution. So everybody on their A game. Bald Larry sparing no expense on an elaborate entrance here tonight. Tonight, he takes on a former Kxw Cruiserweight champion, Antonio. Someone who says 2024 is going to be his year. To be frank, he says that every year because he's the chosen king. Why wouldn't he? But there he is, right there. Antonio with the money dripping down. A two-time Kxw Cruiserweight champion with a combined day reign of 311. Definitely here to prove a point. Was nominated for Match of the Year for his amazing triple threat at Rumble to Remember with Landon Myers and Cole Blower for that Cruiserweight title. Antonio. All full of ego and piss and vinegar here. We shall see how this match goes with Bald Larry. Antonio sucking in the adulation, the boos from the Kxw faithful here. Antonio made it clear that 2024 he will be going solo. No more Knights of the Popular Table, no more Queen Bliss, just the king of the castle here. Bald Larry prepares to go one-on-one with Antonio. What a first match to have here in Kxw. And a lockup, and Antonio already taken down. Bald Larry looking to go for a cover out the gate, but Bald Larry with the kick out. Went for a chop block. Antonio moonsault, missed it. Bald Larry takes advantage, stomping on the leg. And now with an elbow drop, Larry now targeting the leg of the chosen king. Picking him up. Sending him into the corner, now perching him up top. Bald Larry now with an arm drag from halfway across the ring. Now a leg sweep from Antonio. Larry now in trouble. DDT from the chosen king. And Antonio with the taunt. Bald Larry taking advantage. Tossing him into that turnbuckle. Bald Larry definitely no pushover. Went for a knee drop, but Antonio moves out of the way. Now stomping away on the face Antonio, the knee drop to the back of the head. Bald Larry perching himself up. And Antonio with the off the ropes with a Pele kick. Taking it to Bald Larry. And a DDT. Drops him down. Now going for the cover. Bald Larry still kicking out. I don't know what happened there, but Antonio feeling the effects from it. Bit of a medic alert right there, but Antonio back up to his feet. And a splash in the corner to Bald Larry. Now in the corner once again. Antonio, the scoop slam. And now Antonio, the King's Cutter. And now picking him up. The big punch. And a big move right there. I can't remember what the name of it is. But Antonio goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Antonio scores a win over Bald Larry. The Chosen King back in full swing as he takes it to Bald Larry to kick off the first official Voltage of 2024. You see, that was the cover. Antonio is your winner here tonight. What a way to make a statement. Gentlemen, it is now time for some Vixens action here on Voltage, as making her way down to the ring, the ever so entertaining Kxw Williams. The tightrope extraordinaire, one of the most agile and athletic Vixens to walk through the door in KXW. Someone that is definitely going places, going to be a big star. Her opponent, however, is somebody who's been trying to make a statement towards the KXW Vixens champion, Caroline Swift. None other than Chelsea Green, who in a match with Swift at New Year's Execution would sucker punch Swift after trying to show some respect. So Chelsea Green has called out Swift, wanting the championship match of Misery Business. And Carly Williams, the Vixens GM, saying that Chelsea has to earn it. Just because you punch the champion does not mean you punch your ticket to a title match. So this is a #1 contenders match for the Vixens championship. Of course, Kxw Williams, somebody who's been busting her ass to try to climb up that ladder. And here we go. Chelsea Green already, though, with an arm drag. And now Kxw went for a drop kick, but Chelsea slamming her face into the ground. Still to come later in tonight, title action as AJ Jenkins defends the KXW Coach Co Championship against Spaz. Then Joe Brony looks to take on Andre Chase and earned the chance to team with Chase in the Jay Briscoe Reach for the Gold Tag Classic. As he wants to represent Chase U. into the corner goes Green. Williams, though, going up to the top rope. Split-legged moonsault going for the cover. And a kick out. Green's still alive here. And now Kxw went for a punch, but Green reverses. Code breaker. Now Chelsea heading up top. What's she looking to go for here? Big splash into a cover of her own. Gets a 2 count from Williams. And now Green picking up Kxw here. Punches and chops, kick to the midsection. Reverse DDT slam. But Kxw back up. Takes out Chelsea with a kick to the gut. And now Williams in the corner with Green. Inzaguri to the head. Now going for another cover. Powers out. Green, though, pushing off. Kxw. It's Chelsea headlock takeover. Working on Williams on the outside of the ring. Not going to win you the match. Carly Williams did make it abundantly clear that Chelsea Green had to win by pinfall or submission here. No countouts, no disqualification victories. Kxw back up. Kick to the midsection to Green. And now with the shots to the back. Kxw flexing her muscles there. Gonna go for a second round of shots here. Now, Chelsea Green, hammerlock suplex. Beautifully executed. Chelsea, big running boot into the cover. And a kick out from Williams. I'm picking up Williams here. Chelsea. Kill switch turned into a bulldog there. Beautifully done. Could that be enough to put away Kxw Williams? 1, 2, 3. Chelsea Green going to misery business to face Caroline Swift for the Vixens title. Let's see, the kill switch bulldog is what put away Kxw Williams. Beautifully done. Title shot properly earned by Chelsea Green. Gonna wonder what's going through the mind of Caroline Swift tonight.
Anyone here? Anyone here?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have to roll on here. And we got a hurricane coming through. As there you see the man himself coming down to the ring. One of the greatest characters in all of professional wrestling. One of the greatest high flyers, one of the greatest heroes. The Hurricane. It's been quite a minute since we've seen the Hurricane. I believe the last time we saw him, he faced Logan Paul. Back when Logan still had the Cruiserweight title. Hurricane now gets ready to do battle against what other villain that has been laid out for him. So good to see the Hurricane here. And his opponent tonight is... Oh no. Oh no. This guy can't be in a good mood. This is Gorilla Cruz. At Crossfire, Cruz would lose to Marvin, who asked for the match against Gorilla Cruz because Cruz would take him out of action for a time. Cruz would severely underestimate Marvin, and that's what led Marvin to get the victory. But Gorilla Cruz is back here tonight. Marvin not in the arena tonight, and for his sake I'm kind of glad he's not, because Gorilla Cruz is a bad dude. He's a beast like no other. Stefan Armani personally had Cruz sign the contract for KXW. He knows how much havoc Cruz can wreak on the locker room. Michael C. Ronan has been powerless to combat the signing of Cruz. Called Cruz a liability. But now the Hurricane has to deal with Cruz. Went for a punch, but Cruz dodged it. And now Cruz taking the Hurricane by the neck, placing him on the ropes. And the punch is starting Gorilla Cruz already working over the Hurricane. And just punching him in the headbutt. Shades of Adam Styles right there. And now a stomp on the lower back. Gorilla Cruz now picking up Hurricane in a military press. And slams him down. The Hurricane has never faced quite a monster like Gorilla Cruz here, as the Hurricane once again in a military press position gets slammed straight down. That's got to crack some ribs as Cruz now punching at the face of the Hurricane. And the Hurricane catching his breath, rolling underneath the bottom rope. Gorilla Cruz! The suicide dive turned into a tornado DDT. And now picking up the Hurricane once again, throwing him back inside the ring. Cruz stalking the Hurricane from outside the ring. Hurricane gets in a shot, gets in another shot. But Gorilla Cruz with the big boot takes him down, goes for a pin. And Gorilla Cruz gets the pin. Big stomp is what put away the Hurricane. The Hurricane just unable to kick out here. I think the whole locker room should be put on notice once again. Gorilla Cruz bad enough, but a pissed off Gorilla Cruz is something you don't want. Gentlemen, welcome back as we have the first of two Kxw Championship Contender qualifying matches. As here you see the Mad Dragon, Ilya Dragunov, coming down to the ring. A person who is one of the greatest competitors of all time. One of the greatest wrestlers alive today. AJ Jenkins watching this match very, very closely. As Dragunov has competed against some of the best talent KXW has had to offer. I mean, he has been in the ring with former television champion Kyle Young. And now Dragunov looks to get one step closer to championship gold here in KXW. Ilya Dragunov prepares for an unknown opponent. Definitely somebody you do not want to be on the bad side of, for sure. As Dragunov prepares for his opponent. Well, this is definitely interesting. I just praised Ilya Dragunov. I gotta do some more praising. As Speedball Mike Bailey is his opponent. Talk about somebody else who is one of the greatest competitors going today. This man's a human highlight reel. The man had one of the matches of the year against Will Ospreay last year. The man is incredible in every way. I think we might have a match of the year contender for KXW in this match here. Mike Bailey versus Ilya Dragunov wasn't on my bingo card, but I am glad there's some stakes to it. The winner of this match will face the winner of our next contender qualifying match next week in the main event. As Dragunov already on the attack of Bailey here. Hitting those knees. And now Dragunov with a stomp to the head. And another one. Picking up Bailey. And now Dragunov. Big Uranagi going for the cover already. And a kick out. Mike Bailey now. Down on the ground. Getting up. Dragunov with that hellacious offense that only Ilya Dragunov can dish out. Fucking hell! What a drop kick launching Bailey halfway across the ring. As Speedball finally gets some breathing room here, dishing out some shots of his own headlock takeover now to Dragunov. See those two really going at it here. Speedball with the double knees, and again to Dragunov. The kick. Mike Bailey sends the Mad Dragon to the outside. Bailey tope takes out Dragunov. And now Speedball Mike Bailey gets a clothesline from Dragunov. Both men hyped up. As Bailey tosses Dragunov inside the ring. Dragunov Sent into the corner. Big boot in the corner. And the boot. Dragunov back up. You've got to be kidding me. Both men went for something, didn't get it. But Dragunov with the slap. And a chop takes down Bailey. There's the two men in our next match. Juice Alexander, 1064. That's a little bit later tonight. That'll be one of those men. We'll face one of these men next week. As Dragunov running powerbomb. Takes out the knee of Mike Bailey. And now Dragunov stomping away. Oh! Torpedo Moscow takes him out. Cover! And Mike Bailey at the count of 2 kicks out. And now Dragunov went for a clothesline, but Bailey countered it into a neck breaker. You love to see it. Now Mike Bailey up to the top, but Dragunov catches him. The sweep from Bailey. Now Bailey has Dragunov, sends him into the corner. Mike Bailey taking his time to get there. Now slams Dragunov, has him in an electric chair. Goes for a one-winged angel. And now a cover. 1, 2, oh, and Dragunov with the kick out. It's now Mike Bailey up top. Elbow drop. Mike Bailey went for a punt, but didn't get it. Dragunov with a takedown. And now Dragunov picking him up. Mad Dragon goes for another torpedo Moscow. Into the cover. Will this be it? 1, 2, 3. Ilya Dragunov advances to next week's main event. Amazing stuff. Dragunov brought his A game. Both men did. But the Mad Dragon comes ever so closer to winning a massive match. Who will he face next week, though? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Kxw Voltage. As this next match will determine if Joe Brony will actually be in the Jay Briscoe Reach for the Gold Tag Classic or not. Now, you see, the bracket has already been released. We know Chase U is going to be a part of this tournament, but we don't know who Andre Chase has picked to represent Chase U. Could be Cousin, could be Riley Osborne, could be Ozzy Osbourne for all I care. But Joe Brony really wants a shot at winning this tournament. And he decided to ask Andre Chase. Now, Andre Chase said he would love to welcome him to Chase U, but he's got to earn it first. If he can beat Andre Chase tonight, Joe Brony is in the team. He's in the class.
Yeah, you know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. And when
Joe Brony is former Integrity champion. Somebody who's finally starting to live up to himself, to his full potential. He wants to be in this tag class. He can beat Andre Chase. Mission tough. See the list of tag teams in that class. Simply Styles, Possible, and Hunt. They got a long mountain to climb. Chase U chance to light up the Voltage Arena here tonight. There we go, the bell has rung. And Chase takes out the legs of Joe Brody. And now Andre Chase picking up Joe Brody. Chop to the chest. Big punch to the leg and the face. Teacher going to work here tonight. Chase off the ropes. Andre Chase in the corner, awaiting Joe Brody in the ring. Chase getting the crowd riled up here. And now Joe Brody back in the ring with a punch of his own. Northern Lights suplex takes down Mr. Chase. And now Chase gets a big knee from Brony. And now working the legs here. Joe Brody taking Chase to school, pardon the pun. And now off the ropes. Spinning neck breaker. And now Joe Brody thought he could outsmart Mr. Chase. It did not work as Chase kicks the legs out from under his legs. Now Andre Chase going back to work here. And a lock up from Brony sends him into the corner. Now Joe Brody working over his arm. You think Joe Brody's been overlooked his whole career. His brother, while not more well known than him, he has been featured in publications for World's Ugliest Person, but either way, you've got to think the connection he has to Marvin. Marvin, one of the fastest rising superstars in KXW history. Now Joe Brody, just last year finally getting some success winning the Integrity Championship from that Whitmade Deltzer. As now Chase going for a cover here. He wants this tag classic opportunity as a way to branch out even more. Perhaps get a tag title reign under his belt. Because the winners of the classic will face Freak Nation for the tag titles. And Misery Business! Chase with a big shot. And Mr. Chase picking up and slamming down. Joe Brody, Mr. Chase now. Kick to the midsection. Big slam right there. Mr. Chase in control. Drop kick to the side of the head. Now off the ropes. Hip toss. And now a lockup from Joe Brody. Fisherman suplex. Shades of Mr. Perfect. And now Joe Brody. Side slam. Brody getting a little ahead of himself here. Slamming Mr. Chase's arm down. Bending it back. Now Joe Brody picking up Mr. Chase here. Another package suplex into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Joe Brody.
When I wake up
beats Mr. Chase and will represent Chase U in the Jay Briscoe Reach for the Gold Tag Team Classic.
I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you.
Excellent win for this youngster tonight.
I'm gonna be the man.
I wish him well in the Tag Classic. Do I have faith that Chase U will win? No. But stranger things have happened. Big win. Ladies and gentlemen, we roll on as we find out who will face Ilya Dragunov next week in the main event. Here you see one of the big men here, one of the fresh faces, Juice Alexander. Somebody who the fans have gravitated towards very quickly. Somebody with explosive offense. And if you ask me, someone that can match up against Ilya Dragunov very well. Juice Alexander in the ring. Now awaiting his opponent, the unique Kxw. Here comes the man himself, Kxw, no stranger to big matches. He does own a win over former Kxw television champion Kyle Young. But this isn't for chance at the television title. It's for chance at the Kxw title. Whoever wins next week's main event will be the #1 contender for either AJ Jenkins or Spaz, as Jenkins defends the title against Spaz tonight. The winner of next week's main event will be the #1 contender, Come Misery Business. Both men have something to prove here in this match tonight. Juice and Kxw get ready to do battle here. Here we go. Match has started. Juice Alexander already springboard punch. Takes down 64. A stomp to the arm. And a stomp to the back of the head. Juice Alexander now targeting that shoulder. Trips up the leg. No big splash. And it seems Kxw turning Juice into a pretzel here. And now Kxw gives him a good old kick straight where the Lord splits ya. Went for a drop kick. And now Juice. Kxw now sending Juice into the ropes. And a jawbreaker. Now going for the cover. And a kick out by Alexander at 1. Kxw now over the ropes, big splash. And a backbreaker. Lung blower, if you will. As now Kxw stomps away on the arm of Juice Alexander. Big moment for each of these men. Big match. Ilya Dragunov must be paying close attention to this match here. There's now Brainbuster from Kxw went for a cover but a rope break. And now went for a kick, but Juice caught the leg and drop kick to the back. And another one. Now waist lock into a big fucking German suplex. Folding Kxw. And now Juice slamming down Ken. Jesus. I don't know if Kxw is still alive after that German jawbreaker. Takes out Alexander again, but Alexander back up to his feet, but caught in a crossface by Ken. Ken now has a crossface cinched in. Juice Alexander, though, fights out of it, kick to the midsection. Now sends 64 to the ropes, big roundhouse kick. Nails Kxw. Stomping away on that arm. But Kxw back up, went for a beauty shot, didn't get it. And now, Juice stomping away on the leg once again. Kxw getting pummeled on the outside of the ring. Now count begins. 64 gets tossed into the ring. Juice, though, now heads to the top. Juice Alexander. Big whisper in the wind. Into the cover. Went for a pin. Kxw grabbing the bottom rope. Susan breaking the count. And now, Kxw gets clotheslined inside out by Alexander. And now Alexander looks to be taking advantage. Has him in a submission hold. Ragdoll 64. Will he give in? Kxw in a tough position here, but he gets out of it. Big spinning heel kick from Ken. And now off the ropes. Big forearm shot takes down Alexander. Kxw. Hurricanrana spikes Alexander on the head. Sends him into the ropes. Or sends him into the turnbuckle, I should say. As Alexander fights out of it. Big twisting DDT. Excuse me, as Alexander in the corner. Targeting Kxw. Hits him with a spear. Kxw taken out. Is that it? 1, 2. What? Kxw. Fighting with every inch of his life, gets out of that spear. Now just getting tossed around by Alexander as he heads up top. Big swanton bomb, the agile big man cover here. 2. Kxw still alive in this match here. Juice working over the leg as he heads up top once again. Another swanton bomb into a cover. 1. And a kick out. A powerful kick out. Kxw back up though. And a knee to the stomach. Waist lock. Big Uranagi. Juice Alexander in the corner once again, looking to hit that spear. Again, spears Kxw. into another pin. 1, 2, 3. I guess twice the charm. Kxw defeated Juice Alexander. Will face off against Ilya Dragunov next week here on Voltage. And the winner of that will face off against either AJ Jenkins or Spaz and Misery Business. Brilliant match, brilliant performance by Kxw, but Juice Alexander is your winner. Now, main event time here on Voltage for the Kxw Kojiko Championship. AJ Jenkins getting ready to defend against Spaz. Going to be an excellent title contest. And here comes a former Kxw 24/7 champion right now, Spaz himself. Somebody who has been grinding and clawing his way to get back to the top of the mountain here in Kxw. As I said before, former Kxw 24/7 champion, legendary feud with Johnny Knoxville. Spaz holding on to that 24/7 championship for 58 days. Great accomplishment right there. Lose the title to Cole Blower. Spaz ready for competition here. Ready to potentially take home the Kxw Kojiko Championship. Here comes the current champion, AJ Jenkins. He would win the vacant Kojiko Championship at full throttle. He's held it ever since. Jenkins, an astonishing talent. Fallen Ghoul, the Sanity Killer. Definitely one of the faces of Kxw, the face of Voltage. Jenkins saying he puts the electricity into Voltage every Friday night. And I tend to believe him. Next week, Ilya Dragunov against Juice Alexander. The winner of that match takes on Jenkins at Misery Business. That's what it's all about right there, the Kxw Kojiko Championship. Title held by some of the greatest to ever step foot through a Kxw ring. There you see Jenkins getting ready, handing that title off to Susan. Potentially the last time Jenkins will hold that Kojiko Championship. And here we go, match underway, and Jenkins already with the slaps and punches It's a hip toss. Takes out Spaz. Double stomp straight to the chest. Kick to the face. And now Jenkins working over the arm of Spaz. And now a package suplex right there. Now picking up Spaz. Multiple punches to the face. Backhand. And now Jenkins with the Hurricanrana to Spaz. Spaz tripping up the leg right there, but Jenkins back up, but eats a super kick. Spaz looking to take things into his own hand now. Uppercut. Lays out Jenkins. It's now Spaz. Went to go for a punch assault on Jenkins. But Jenkins rolled him over. Spaz back up to his feet. Running knee. Now going for a cover. Jenkins with the kick out. Now a single leg drop kick. Take it out, Spaz. It's now Jenkins with the boot straight to the face. Spaz reversal there. Now Spaz picking up Jenkins. Sending him off the ropes. Deep six right there, now going for the cover. And a kick out. Jenkins just being able to kick out. The Spaz heading to the top rope. Big double stop. Again going for the cover. Will Jenkins be defeated? No, 1 count. Spaz now getting rowdy in the corner. Now a lockup. Spaz sent into the ropes. Kick to the midsection. Shining Wizard from Jenkins. And a super kick straight to the mush. Double stomp. And now Jenkins getting worked up in that corner. Now jumping to the outside of the ring. And a cutter to Jenkins on the outside. Now throwing Jenkins towards that ring post. Spaz now on the inside of the ring. Taunting away as Jenkins lays lifeless on the outside. Went for a double stomp, but Jenkins moves out of the way. And now on the inside of the ring, Spaz looking to take advantage. Into a cover here. 1, 2, and a kick out. Jenkins. Spaz went for a forearm shot, didn't get it. Jenkins with the snapmare. Roundhouse kick straight to the face. And the boots. And now Jenkins. They're ready to coil up. Face buster into the cover. 1, 2. Oh, Spaz. Spaz with a kick out. Jenkins now picking up Spaz. Dropping his body on that top rope. As Jenkins heads up top. Jenkins going for something here. Big missile drop kick. Flat Spaz. Spaz back up. Eats a kick and another Shining Wizard. Jenkins now picking up Spaz once again. Into that beautiful roundhouse kick. Jenkins slamming the arm of Spaz down. Now asking him to get up. Jenkins face breaker once again into the cover. 1, 2, 3. AJ Jenkins retains his KXW Coachable Championship. Wonder what goes through the minds of both Ilya Dragunov and Juice Alexander as they prepare for their match next week to determine who will face off against Jenkins. A misery business. Baz couldn't get the job done, but AJ Jenkins still your coaching champion.